Walton World, welcome to Live with Can't Decent. Chris!
I'm back off up in this thing. I'm back.
I want to give you a big hug.
I know, I felt like the color purple when they was doing a little.
You and me must never come again.
Did you miss me, Candice?
Oh my God, I miss you so much.
I missed you, Tony. It feels good to be back.
I missed you.
You gotta catch me up on so much stuff with you.
Look, oh my goodness. I think people have a newfound respect for what we do.
Okay.
Because I put some people in that hot chair.
Uh-oh.
And it was good. And it was, it was different.
It was different.
Yeah, it was like, talk.
Blink once if you're okay, Blink. No, it's not for everybody.
I miss you.
But it's good to see you look radiant in your white. Okay,
come
that's what I'm coming back to. Let's go.
Come
I
on,
like this.
Come on, just outside. Come on. And you look good in your glasses. You can hear me.
I can hear you.
You can hear
your
me.
voice is back.
Oh, y'all gonna hear my big mouth.
Candice got rid of the rasp. You sounded like the old Can again.
See, y'all had a break from me. I almost couldn't talk last 2 months, but
And now you're back.
Ooh,
I love
she
it.
bet. Won't he do it?
That's the little. What's your little thing? What is it called? You carry around the little thing.
Oh, that's my little inhaler.
Yeah.
My little saline.
Yeah.
You drive with it. People like, are you supposed to be driving?
They think you vaping,
They
but it's
think
really
I'm
saline.
about to fall out. But you look good.
Thank you. I
I'm
feel
loving
good.
these glasses.
Thank
I feel like we just came back from vacation.
I know.
You brought some of that energy. It's all right.
Bahamian
It's
energy
all right.
back with me.
But you know why we feel so good?
Why?
Because it's Black History
It sure
Month.
is. It sure is.
Even though
Black.
it's just a month, but we celebrate it all year because we are blackness. This is Afro TV, honey,
Black
in case you
dog.
haven't figured it out. It's all black from the floor up to the floor
the
down.
people.
100%
For the
black
people.
owned.
For the people. Hey, kicking off Black History Month, our
Yes.
girl went #1. Old Meg.
Yeah, oh, Lord.
Old Maggie Meg.
Your
Meg Thee Stallion hit
girl,
number-
your girl.
I love me some
your
Meg Thee
girl.
Stallion. Congratulations
I love
on
Meg
this.
too, but I need you to give it up. Okay. But no, keep reaching for the stars. Keep reaching.
Shoot my shot, dog.
Keep shooting that shot. Keep shooting that shot. Congratulations, your baby mama. But we got to move on. So we are celebrating all month, and we're giving you some Black inventors that you may not know have created the things that are around us, because so often their stuff was ripped off and they never got credit for it. So in honor of Black History Month, we're highlighting today a Black inventor who created the advancement of the cleaning industry. It's figures. It's a Black man that wanted a Black woman to clean. Thomas W. Stewart received the patent for his improvements of the mop in 1893, making him the first African American to receive a patent.
Wow. Give me the name one more time.
Mop.
No, the name of the inventor. Give it to me one more time.
Thomas W. Stewart.
Thomas W. Stewart. Yes, we salute you for
No,
helping us.
you need to thank him.
I do.
You use a mop.
I need the mop.
You back.
myself.
I ain't got to ask you. I ain't got to be nice no more. You back.
See, here we go with our violence. Not in Black History Month. We're going to get along this
No,
month.
we going to do it especially in Black History Month, player.
No, but that is a great fact to know. Thomas
It
Stewart,
is.
yes, we salute you on this month for your,
Yes,
invention.
I never been so happy you're back. Okay, so you see the smile on my face. We got to get into the breakdown. Let's
go.
start. Now, this is a monumental case, and for the first time in history, a parent is actually being penalized, not even penalized, but prosecuted. So Jennifer Humbly, if you remember, her son a couple years ago, actually back in 2021, killed 4 students and injured a teacher at Oxford High School. Now, she has been convicted because they say that she knew what was going on. She failed to get him the mental help that he needed, which could have avoided a mass shooting. And so many times the mass shooter, their family know about it, but nobody will turn them in. So now the law is going to start holding them accountable, and she is facing up to 15 years. Now her husband, Mr. Crumbly, will also be before the judge in March, which will probably happen the same for him.
I think they should be charged with something, but not for the murders. Just my opinion. I think they should be charged with, I guess, negligence of a firearm, because they bought him this firearm as a gift for his 15th birthday, which, why would a 15-year-old need a gun for their
But
birthday?
they weren't charged for murder. They were charged for the negligence.
Oh, okay.
of
Let me
it.
make sure I got that right
Yeah,
then.
No.
But they tried
Yeah.
to say that the mom ignored some signs of mental health, which one of the instances that they brought up was that Ethan, the son, had texted her and said that the house was haunted or he saw a ghost or something like that. And the mom was saying that he was just joking. So stuff like that I felt kind of should have been tossed out. But where they did drop the ball was the day of the murder. Or one of the school staff found a note. where Ethan had drew a picture of somebody with a gun and there was blood, and he said the thoughts won't leave my head. That's where they dropped the ball at. But if that's the case, the school should be faulted too. They should have sent them home.
This child was 15 years old. See, this don't happen in black households. Because let me tell you something. We're going to tear up your whole house to figure out what's going on with you.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of parenting, I do believe she is negligent. I definitely do. The parents knew that he had an issue. They knew that he had mental illness and still got him a firearm at 15 years old. There's no reason a 15-year-old should even have a gun. For what reason?
Right.
There's no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I do think they're negligent. I do think they should both. Because if you're home and you're walking around your house, you know this kid is saying stuff that just doesn't sound right.
It's a little off.
You know it's off.
Yeah.
You know it's completely off.
Yeah.
And there's things that we don't know. So to say that, yes.
You think they should have been?
Charge them behind. Charge them behind. Because literally, it's them that can see them white picnic that stay in the room and make meth and they make all these drugs and they blow up the whole neighborhood. And then all of a sudden the parents say, oh, I let little Timmy have his privacy. No, essay, little Timmy is a Unabomber. Like, we're not doing that. You know, as a parent, you are responsible.
No, I think the parents should hold some weight of the responsibility.
Absolutely.
But I think the school should too, because they found a note with the gun drawn on it. That's basically a threat to me.
But it's the teacher.
But they gave the parent the option to
in.
come pick him up. I think they should have just, it shouldn't even been an option to stay at school. That's why I think the school should hold some responsibility.
I agree.
You know, we'll see. You know, the dad will go to trial. He faces trial soon as well. So we'll see what happens.
They're singing another tune.
And speaking of singing another tune, looks like congratulations are in order, or we think they're in order, for Elon Musk. His company Neuralink has tried to revolutionize the brain-computer interface industry by implementing a chip into a brain of a human for the first time on January 29th, according to a tweet by Elon Musk. Now, the point of this chip is to give, say if someone is severely paralyzed, they will then be able to operate a wheelchair or a robotic arm, something like that, through the thoughts, through their minds. But the issue with the trial is Elon he hasn't registered on clinicaltrials.gov, which is a website curated by the United States Institute of Health to monitor trials. So we don't know how safe it is, but I guess we should congratulate Elon. Weren't the Teslas just running stop signs last year? And now y'all gonna trust them with a chip in your brain?
Wait, I want to see what the person looked like that he's putting the first chip on.
Well, we know who it wasn't. It wasn't one of us.
You know what? Some people have too much money.
Elon.
And I think the enemy is busy. I'm gonna take y'all to church for a minute.
Oh, geez.
Now, if you read Revelations, everything that is happening now is exactly what we're seeing. Okay, it's a sign of the times. We want to put a chip in a human being to control them.
Is that the mark of the beast?
Baby.
That's the mark of the beast?
Okay.
Oh.
So some people just have too much access.
Yeah.
You know, I think computers right now and the way that the human intelligence
AI
and everything is going,
yeah.
Everybody wants to replace a human being, but you can't replace a human being.
No. And what's
Think about, you want somebody to put a chip in you would want me to have a remote control?
I wouldn't, Candice. I would rather mop a floor with a toothbrush than let you have access to my brain.
We can take it back to...
No. I think it could have some good things about it, though. If somebody's paralyzed, they would be able to...
I'm going to say you walk.
But then what would they do with the... But in December, one of his robots attacked the worker at one of the...
Exactly.
I don't know, Elon. We might need to...
Exactly. You think that's a really good idea?
I don't... The promise of it is good, but the reality of it, maybe not.
My question is, who's going to hold the remote control?
Elon.
Elon. Okay. You try that. You let me know how it works out. You ain't putting nothing in my head. I'm not going to nobody's hospital. You know, so then put it inside the needle, right? No, the little needle. You know how little that chip is? It's
teeny
smaller than a rice grain.
But is this really any more dangerous than the vaccine?
The vaccine?
Nobody. They didn't really run a fair clinical trial on the vaccine.
But if somebody have a remote controlling you with the vaccine?
No, but we don't know these side effects of these vaccines.
Okay, well, hey, you don't know the side effect of that.
We're going to find out.
Okay, all right, let's move on because the government is worse than that. So, according to DHS, Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas impeachment vote. Now, this is going to be the first time in history, if it happens, in 150 years, that they're trying to vote out an elected official. This is insane. So the Republicans, of course, are accusing him of failing the border laws. But let's take history back a little bit. If you remember, it was then President Donald Trump who had the worst border crisis, the worst laws that could be imagined. And where are those people now? A lot of them came into the U.S. We don't even have an account for them.
Yeah.
So this is, you know what? This election is going to be so ugly.
It's going to be sloppy. And it's sad that the Republicans are getting so desperate in the House to try to, this is all attack on Biden's campaign, upcoming presidency. But it was Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene who pissed me off the most because she tried to blame the opioid crisis on the immigrants, even though 90% of fentanyl is by U.S. citizens. So she's trying to make that a thing for the immigrants. But this election is going to get sloppy.
You know, it really is, but it shows you how desperate the GOP is, that they're not even trying to do it fair. It's just, let me just go ahead and impeach everyone out. That's not going to do it. The Republicans are already having problems with border crisis back in 2000. So how is this going to turn out? We don't know. And that's why it's important to vote. You got to stay connected to the vein of your community because that's where it matters the most.
And they just approved $53 million in New York for immigrants. They're all going to get $1,000 a month. I just saw that earlier today.
Okay, so what's different from what?
So I said, okay.
Well, they were giving out money for COVID.
The truth.
And people that didn't even need it, they still going to jail for them because every now and then you see them pop up on the list.
Those PPP.
I mean, what's $1,000 going to do? It's food, but then after that, what else do you have left?
Right.
You know? But hey, guys, don't go anywhere. We got so much more coming up right after this. We got what's trending. We're going to talk about some stuff. And we got a beautiful guest. One word.
Hey, man.
The kind of time for show.
Let's go.
Come on.
Hey.
The kind of time for show. The kind of time for show.
Hey, man.
The kind of time for show.
Let's go.
Come on.
Hey.
The kind of time for show. The kind of time for show. The kind of time for show.
Hey, man.
The kind of time for show.
Let's go.
Come on.
Hey.
The kind of time for show. The kind of time for show. The kind of time for show.
Welcome back to the show. You're just in time for Unfiltered. So today's guest is a serial entrepreneur, master coach, motivational speaker, and author. Please welcome to our show, Miss Tiffany McIntosh. Tiffany! You got a support system over there. I love it.
We brought them from everywhere.
I wish
love
I
it.
could yell.
We appreciate you coming and kicking with us and talking to us. How you feeling today? Let's start with that.
I feel amazing.
Yeah.
I feel amazing. Excited about what's getting ready to take place.
Okay. And
We gonna get
We're
into
going to get into
it.
all that. So I was reading your bio, and you initially became an entrepreneur in 2009.
Yes.
What was it that made you gravitate towards entrepreneurship? And tell me, how did you get into all that?
So a guy that I knew invited me to a meeting at a hotel on a Monday night. And when I walked in there, I seen every nationality.
Okay.
And 350 excited people on a Monday night after work.
Wow.
Okay.
And so I was working really dead end, and I said, you know, why are they this excited on a Monday?
Exactly. Right.
Let's start there.
Right.
And that was the very first time I saw Black excellence.
Okay.
I saw people making in the upwards of $250,000 to $300,000 a month.
Oh, that's
Not
why
a
they're
year.
excited.
That's why they're excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh, yeah.
So when I walked in there, I knew when I went in that it was more to life than the rat race, you know, existing. Because it's a difference between living and existing.
Oh yeah.
Come
yeah,
on.
Yeah.
So I'm like, look, I'm existing right now. I'm a single mom, 3 kids, and I know it's more than life than this because I see it in the room, excited on a Monday night.
Right.
And so when I saw a gentleman come up there and say he was making $250,000 a month, at first I thought, you know, first thing we think it's a scam.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Right.
Is this legal?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Is
yeah.
it,
It's
first of
illegal,
all,
yeah,
is
yeah.
it legal?
Right.
Second of all, y'all lying. Nobody ain't making that kind of, because I didn't know people that was making $250,000 a year.
Right.
So when the presentation was over, he said, does anybody have any questions? I raised my hand.
I know that's right.
I said that my mama told me that stuff like this is a pyramid scheme. He said, that's because your mama got a broke mentality. In front of 350 people, so you know I was ready to fight,
That's
right?
choosing violence.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was ready for them to call the Cleveland Police Department.
Could we even run their hands?
Yeah, that part.
Exactly right.
And so he said, I'm not saying it to offend you. He said, let me ask you a question, and this is where the mindset changed. He said, would you trade bank accounts with your mother? And I said, no, I helped my mom. He said, y'all, did you just hear what she just said? So clearly the 350 people didn't hear what I said either, because they had the same look on their face.
Okay.
He said, so today I'm your mindset coach. He said, you're telling me you're taking financial advice from somebody that you're helping financially. Make that make sense. He said, never take financial advice from anybody that you're not willing to trade bank accounts with. He said, so I'm sure your mother can teach you how to be a great mom, a great grandma, a woman of God. Those are the things that she can teach you. He said, even your pastor, if he has not accomplished what you want to accomplish in business, you can't take advice from them, because how can they teach you how to do something they've never done?
Come on, God. And here you
Okay.
are giving it. Let's move ahead. Let's get this party going.
Wow. Okay.
So with that at that time, you have now taken that to a whole nother level, right? So you have what's called My Sister's Keeping Conference is coming up. Now, I read that you are all over the U.S.
Global.
Texas, Florida, California, everywhere. And you have a whole new conference that's coming. Tell us about it, and how did it all start?
So I started doing, first I became a keynote speaker for the industry that I was in, network marketing.
Okay.
So that's how I built my brand, through network marketing.
Okay.
And then I started my own women's empowerment group called 6 Figure Chicks.
Okay.
Okay, I like that.
And the reason why I called it 6 Figure Chicks, it wasn't necessarily about the money.
Right.
Because you may be an A in one area and a D in the other.
Okay.
I wanted them to be a 6-figure chick in everything. I want you to be a 6-figure chick friend. I want you to be a 6-figure mother. I want
Right.
you to be a 6-figure daughter, friend. You know,
Okay.
your spirituality on 6
Right.
figures.
Right.
Because less than 3% of Americans make 6 figures. That's why the 3% runs the 97%.
Right.
So I started the Women Empowerment Group, and then it grew to something else, because what I found out is that 80% of the people that I were coaching were men.
Wow.
Because guess what? Women are emotional. I'm not your average woman, so I'm not
Right.
emotional like that. And the men and it's hard to get a man to follow you if you're a woman. So sometimes I used to have them toughen up.
For real?
To the men.
To the
To the guys.
Okay.
And so I keep God in everything I'm doing. So I'm glad y'all talk about that on this.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Because I know where my help come from, okay?
Right.
He's just using me as the vessel.
Come on, Vessel.
And so glory. So
Don't start no
Hey,
mess.
we'll do a lap right
Don't
here.
do it.
come on. So
Don't do it.
I just told him that everything I did,
Uh-huh.
I wanted him to get the glory, because I came straight from the project, straight from the hood. That's why, I tell people I'm Joseph. I went from the pit to the palace. And I tell the people that's in the pit, I'm not so high up here they can't reach me.
Right.
And then the people that's up here, I can sit with them too.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
can sit with the people that still need to be delivered, and I can sit with the people that are multi-millionaires and billionaires. Because at my last conference, I had 2 billionaires there. So when I tell you relationships are currency, relationships are currency. So I started the conference, started out as a women empowerment, and then it blew into something else because I'm a financial coach. And so that's how you break generational curses with kids, teaching them financial
Yes.
literacy, because I got tired of my friends burying their children. And I tell people, you know, the graveyard is the most wealthiest place in the world.
Oh,
because
yeah.
a lot of people died with their
Oh, yeah.
dreams.
Oh, yeah.
So therefore, I didn't want young people to die with their dreams.
Okay.
I wanted to show them that your current situation is not your final destination. It's just a chapter in your book.
Tiffany.
Because if y'all would have saw me in 2007, you would have counted me out.
Hey.
But those that counted me out can't count. The same people that counted me out messaged me and asked me, can they get on my program?
And then I have a finger for count with.
Tiffany, you got a little oil on you. You
I
speaking
do,
to
I'm
my,
real oily.
to my soul.
Don't be using my line.
You speaking a little oil on you. Look, put some on you. No, just playing. No,
Keep
but-
sprinkling.
So speaking of you being a coach, you have a clear understanding of what it takes to build.
Wait, hello.
Oh, you had something else to ask?
You ain't tell us enough about Sisters Keeper. Where is that?
So my Sister Keepers conference, I'm taking it. So the last conference I had was called I'm the Biggest Boss. I brought
Okay.
Master P, Romeo.
Oh,
Vivica
not
Fox.
Master P.
Master P.
Do we have a video?
We do. Master P is one of the dopest entrepreneurs that I know. There you go,
Oh,
right
yeah,
there,
yeah,
my boy
yeah.
P.
That's my friend. I'ma just claim it in
That's
advance.
your girl right there. Because he has his hands in everything, multiple streams of income.
Right.
You never seen a person become a billionaire from one thing.
One job.
So
Yeah.
even if you talk about Michael Jordan or Oprah, you know, Mike made his money movies, Hanes, shoes, endorsements.
Yep.
So I teach people multiple streams of income.
Okay.
I mean, some of my youngest kids that I coach is a 16-year-old. He makes 6 figures a month on Amazon. Building Amazon.
Tiffany,
Wow.
I might need you to coach
So
me,
they
man.
get all that when they come to the conference?
So when they come to the conference, I tell people it's 2 things that I can teach you. 2. I can teach you about Jesus, and I can teach you how to get a bag. So what I did was merge the 2 together, ministry and marketplace, because what I found out,
So neat.
a lot of people in the church had a broke mentality. They wanted something for nothing. But what I found out that 0 plus 0 was 0. 0 minus 0 was 0.
Actually negative.
That part.
Boom.
And I told him, I said, if you go to a bank and you withdraw money from an ATM and you didn't deposit anything in there, that's fraud.
Jail. Clink, clink.
You're going to jail. So you got to be willing to invest in yourself. You got to be willing to invest in your brand.
Yeah.
You got to be willing to invest in your children so that they can go to the next level. So at the My Sister's Keeper, My Brother's Keeper conference, we're going to have ministry and marketplace. So I'm bringing Ty Tribbett is one of my headliners. Yes.
You wanted to hear all of that?
Yeah.
I'm bringing Miss Tiffany Andrews, who sung down Sunday's Best.
What?
Like no other, baby. So if y'all got y'all running shoes, bring those. I'm bringing this is why relationships are imperative.
Crucial, yes.
I'm bringing one of the top multi-millionaires that have created millionaires globally. I call him my Oreo brother. I tell him he my cream to my cookie. Mr. Ray Higdon. If y'all don't know who he is, he's like a Grant Cardone.
Okay.
So he's coming and he has a mastermind, and this is why you don't want to miss out on an opportunity or have a poor mentality. Not poor in money. Poor meaning passing over opportunities repeatedly. So you want to be in that room because Ray does a mastermind that if you didn't know me, it would have run you about 5 figures. But the people that is going to be in the room because of our relationship, if they have a VIP ticket and we only have 200 of those, I don't know how many are left, they're going to get that mastermind for the free.
Oh, come on. I just want to be a crumb.
We going to have the kid, we teach the kids everything. We're having people in there from real estate. I got one of the coldest grant writers in the world. So you don't even have to have a business. You may want to do a startup. She's been writing grants for almost 25 years. It's one thing to get a person to write you a grant. It's another thing for them to show you how to write.
How to write a grant.
And it's so important, especially with Black History Month. I don't feel like we get enough opportunities to do that. So it's good that you're given that opportunity, especially now.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course. So I know we gotta. I'm trying to sign up for class. Dude. I'm like, where do I sign? So real quick, it's short on time. Real quick, what is the main thing that you think business owners are missing? Real quick, if you can.
I think they are missing consistency. You know, they'll start, stop. So we want to, that's why they're not going to just get something at the event. They're going to have something to walk away with. They're going to have coaches that are going to be able to put their time into them after the conference. This is why we're looking for more sponsors for the kids, because at the Biggest Boss Conference, we had over 300 kids. The Lord told me the number of grace, 5. So we want to bring 500 kids to learn entrepreneurship, get a coach, and be able to move that along.
Okay.
That's
afterwards.
dope. Wow. Well, you know what? Like I said, the time is right. It's Black History Month. We gotta thank you for being here.
You, yes.
Thank you for bringing it to the city. You're going to so many different locations with it, and our beautiful audience that travel from Texas and California and all over the place. But we gotta get out of here, guys. That's our show for today. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you next time.
Bye, y'all.